Hi, I'm Fred Eichler, and I'm here with Will Fight with John Deere, and we're here to talk to you a little bit about service.
Hey Fred, I appreciate the opportunity to talk about service. So service is something that is very important, and I notice your hand holding a grease gun there. What's your thought behind that?
Yes, sir. A grease gun will save you a lot of money on service.
Oh,
I know that's very true.
That is absolutely correct, and I appreciate that attitude. So John Deere is great with parts. We love to get parts to our customers, but you know what? We don't want to sell you parts. We want to keep your machine up, keep it running, keep it smooth, and that's why we outline everything in our operator's manuals. So as you'll notice, this one is pristine in packaging. It's really not worth more on eBay, folks. That's what we hear a lot. So if you take a look at it, notice it grew twice the times when you open it up. But no, this is a good tool. What it does is it's got the glossary and the table of contents in the front here. So it'll tell you where to go to maintenance. Maintenance is one of my favorites. It's section 95. So section 95 will tell you your intervals. It'll give you what you need to do daily, what you need to do 10 hours, 100 hours, 250 hours, 500 hours, 2,000 hours. So basically what it does is it sets you up for success with your piece of equipment. So highly recommend that you use the manual. If you don't like paper, you like tech savvy, just go to your iPhone, manuals.deere.com. That'll get you there too. So it's a great tool.
And they can pull up a manual for any John Deere piece of equipment.
Correct. What they'll do is they'll go in there and they'll actually punch in their model in that, and it'll give them all the available OEMs for that. So it's a very good useful tool.
Now, Will, you mentioned the service. You know what I mean? There's maintenance service that you have to do. But do you have any suggestions as a John Deere man, Will, on things that you want to check every single day before you get going on the tractor, whether it's something simple in the garden or whether you're about to get on it and work in the field all day?
No, that's a great question, Fred, and I appreciate that. So, so definitely want to check your oil, want to check your fluids, your hydraulic fluids, and then also, just check your fuel. So whether the unit has runs off diesel or whether it's final tier 4 and large enough to have DEF, make sure that you have checked that. Also, again, as we kind of discussed in the manual, there's going to be, if you're pulling implements, things of that nature, there may be some greasing with that you need to focus on. So do take a look at what the manuals say for the greasing, because there are some daily requirements for that also.
And it's so important, we've talked about this before, you buy a tractor's an investment, just like a vehicle or anything else, and service is so important. And again, something like a grease gun, changing the oil, changing the hydraulic fluid, you know what I mean, during the intervals that are mentioned in the manual, super important stuff that you want to stay on top of. The other thing is, if you work with a John Deere qualified dealer like 4Rivers, you can actually tie in a service package with your payments on your tractor. So when you bring it into 4Rivers, for example, they'll service it for you at those intervals. So just make sure you're servicing your equipment. It's an investment and you want it to run for a long time.